Thanks for having us out.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming.
Good luck out there.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, Evan X.
It's definitely still on. I just set it down so it doesn't fall down. Practice really went well. Ryan and I finally got to run. And he was on my door coming off the bank, but I left him at the straightaway, so we kind of played a catch-up there. And then I came through the center and overshot it a little bit and transitioned a bit too late. And at that point, I had to throw so much angle that I just ran out and spun. So that kind of sucked because it was a cool run. But then now I've been focusing on outer zone 2 coming into the skid pad back to throw it on outer zone 3. So that right there has been, I think, most of my difficult area, is timing it coming way out wide and then switching back and then dealing with the slickness of the concrete because it is different as you go through that. So I've been a little apprehensive on the switchback against the wall just because I watched 3 people yesterday stuff it in right there. So I think I would rather have some deductions and points than stuff my car in the wall. But basically, yeah. So we're feeling good. We're going into qualifying. The downside, potentially, we might run into rain.
It's another normal Florida afternoon here, I guess.
My pants don't get wet.
You might be breaking the rules with that.
You think? Uh-oh, it didn't close, Charlie.
Go back.
Oh no, you shoot!
Go back, dude.
So we have some pretty interesting turn of events here at the first round of Klutch Kickers. In normal Florida fashion, it's been torrential downpours in the afternoons, and the Freedom Factory being a low spot, it puddles up really hard on the skid pad. So they've had gigantic puddles there that, Cleetus has been doing a fantastic job clearing, but it is ice when you ride there. They have eliminated qualifying and have gone to a randomized top 64 battle.
Yeah, we were just in line, like ready to go. 4 cars in front of us, and it starts pouring rain. And then they literally flag everybody off track.
Pat Gooden is the technical director for this event, and he's basically now made the call that we're not going to drive on that concrete unless it's 100% dry, which I fully agree with.
I think it's a great call. I think it's the move because honestly, there's just going to be unnecessary car damage, and he's all understanding about that, and it's the right call.
Yeah.
It's just crazy though, like Florida, beautiful sun over there, and then like we've got this pitch black cloud just sitting on top of us right now.
So who are you guys up against?
Ryan got paired with Cleetus McFarlane, so he's...
I'm stoked. I can't wait to go against Cleetus. Nick has to go against our homie, Jason Dixon, who is the Fun Haver RTR, basically full lead mechanic for RTR, doing all the Mustang work, and he's been a homie for the last year or two. And
so
now...
me and him have become pretty close. We went up to RTR and hung out and had a pretty good life-changing almost experience, which was rad. And basically now we're really close. And so we're supporting Fun Haver on our cars this year. And then vice versa, Jason Dixon has a Taxi Garage logo in the rear quarters, similar to how Alex Schlegel's car is. Feeling confident and ready. So cars are
frisky.
Cars are running well. So
We just need the rain to stop.
Epic journey how to get into this place. Oh, did you get that?
he has to go out first round, but you know. I gotta go balance.
You don't want that smoke, boy!
He's already talking smack, bro. He's already talking mad smack. Let's get it, boys!
Let's go!
Oh, first battle.
It
We
was
had to shake it down.
coming in the infield was so difficult.
So difficult.
That's what f***ed you up, is that transition
it was grippier
there.
than it was like slip and then it got grip.
Right,
And it was just
there was a
It's so
puddle.
patchy.
Remember when we were in OSW and we were coming out and there's that puddle right there? Like we both hit it and just ice and then grip. Like,
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
the entry, everything's dry. Like I'm doing the same
No,
entry.
It looked good.
Well, I'm gonna go on a journey here and go explore for the bumper that I just pushed in on Cleetus's car. Let's go see. I'm on the one wheel right now. Cruising through the pits. Fucking pushed his bumper in, rode him through the wall, but I straightened on my lead. For like a half a second and I beat myself, yeah.
Oh my god.
Totally
How's the
fucking.
track?
The track's super slick in the infield
is?
still. No,
Same.
definitely not.
I
Way
messaged
better.
you and I was like, it's patchy as
Yeah.
fuck on this side.
It's the patchiness, yeah. The
Yeah.
patchiness is what got me. Like
It's
right
Coming
before.
off the bank, you're like, yeah, this is okay.
You
It's
think
not
so?
okay.
I mean, I have like probably 2 hours.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. But Garrett said you weren't far. You were there.
I pushed his bumper.
I didn't realize you hit him. I was like, hey, what happened to your bumper?
It was so smooth. I just nudged in and just tucked my front end under him, through the bank right on the exit, and then transitioned. And then my follow was great. My lead, I beat myself on the.
It's hard because like you don't know what you're gonna get when you go into the infield.
Garrett said it was both metal.
I got Garrett earlier right behind his front wheel, and the Fox body is the best car to do that with because it's got a square nose, right?
Yeah.
So you know.
No, when I bump him, my fender and my hood and everything go whoop. And I'm like, yeah,
It just
right
lifts
there.
up.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
because it just just smushes and then goes
Oh my
pops
God,
right back.
dude.
It's because I have no fender rail.
Yeah.
It's all just bacon flat, so there's no structure to the fender. So it's
It
just
just
like
bends with it, just a little
Yeah.
folded edge,
Yeah,
light
it's
as
perfect.
shit.
And I just bend it that way.
Yeah.
At least I put it on his bumper, you know? There's no pussy mayo move. It was full balls.
How you feeling this morning?
Tired.
You ready to compete against Nick?
Yeah. I mean, the car's real good.
It looks real good.
He's coming for me.
I can't wait. Yeah, let's see this one right here. It's in a good spot.
What's that? Which one are you gonna get?
I think this is gonna be like my back wheel.
Don't do that. You'll launch off of mine.
I know. I don't want to hit you.
The wing's gonna go in your.
I know. The mirror. Oh my God, we have footage.
That would be inside your
window. Ryan's did that when we were at test day. I was up and I had to move my head. The wind came in my window.
This one's a little bigger.
This one
looks a little more expensive.
It's just a super Trofeo wing. It's fine.
Give him hell. I have my Fun Haver shirt ready just in case.
Yeah, so
I'm a switch team. I brought I'm bringing this.
This guy.
Happen to somebody every time. They say it over and over. Somebody will lose a hood or a trunk.
And these drivers are gonna have their handful with that little Ford Mustang. But looks like up next we have the. All right, there we go. We have Nick Ward, Taxi Garage, leading, and Jason Dixon really far back. Nick Ward doing a great job getting high on that bank, coming down to the infield, nice tight on that inside clip. Jason needs to close that gap. Wow, Nick Ward's carrying a lot of speed in that Taxi Garage S14 as they make their way through. Wow, Nick, great job filling up that second outer zone, right on the edge, flicking it into the third and final outer zone, tapping the wall. Ooh, kind of straightened him out a little bit, but he still was able to maintain control of the car. Taxi Garage. If you guys don't know, now you know. These guys are going everywhere in their little crazy carts. And Ben, we got to drive their little crazy carts. You were more self-controlled, and I kind of just went a little kind of crazy and started crashing into stuff. My leg still hurts. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Jason Dixon, he's going to lead. Nick Ward right there with them, door to door, as they flick it into the first outer zone. Nick Ward trying to close that gap as they make their way through the first outer zone. Jason, where's he going? Where's he going? Nick Ward just got to hold it together as he makes his way through the second outer zone. This might be it for Jason Dixon. We'll see. Nick Ward dropping tire, still keeping grip, slicking into the third outer zone. Jason Dixon just driving right off the course. It looks like he may have suffered some mechanical damage. Give it up for Nick Ward in the Taxi Garage S14.
Fuck yeah.
Good shit.
Fuck yeah, boy!
Zip tie city.
Yep. No, that fucking hurt my neck.
Yeah?
Yeah, it hit hard.
Exhaust.
The exhaust moved over like 3 inches.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, like 5
have your exhaust come to the over anymore. So it's all welded, so it's either gonna come
dog.
off. Wow, KDB, huh? Wow, huh? What happened? He just like...
He bailed.
Yeah, he bailed hard.
Yeah, he bailed.
I hit it pretty hard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll just fucking zip tie this back on. All right, just fucking boom, we're fixed. I don't know what the taillight's in my passenger seat. You know what's also funny is we didn't change tires. Those were the ones we were gonna run qualifying on, and we just ran 2 laps on. But the car, I entered pretty hard on him. I thought I was gonna hit it.
It unplugged itself. It didn't even rip the hardest, it unplugged itself.
All the mounting tabs are gone though, they're still there.
Just a little bit of epoxy.
Yeah, you can probably just put a wood through screw through it for now.
Or that.
There you go, that works. Okay, fixed.
Yeah! Look, and then you have to have operating brake lights, right? So look at that, huh? We'll just, yeah. Wow, look at that, it just... This is go. Wow. All right, we gotta talk to Dixon.
Hug it out, hug it out, hug it out.
Yeah, you failed, right? What, it just didn't feel right?
Like, dude, light extinguisher, you were gone. I'm like, fuck. You saw it was just, I was fucking spinning, you were gone. I'm like, fuck the whole time.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna jump me and you didn't. Like, I actually waited all the way. Like, I wasn't even, like, I waited the light and I'm like, all right, now go. You know, like, I don't even want to, like,
No, it's good. You did you got a drag race light. You got your reaction time good. I was like, fuck, I can't even touch it. I probably should have been lower on pressure, a lot lower.
I forgot when we were out, when we got in line, we never changed tires yesterday from the qualifying ones we were gonna run.
Yeah.
So I'm dead on tire after that.
Yeah.
Like those would run 4 laps. So
And like my brain just wasn't there on the lead, and I seen the last coming I seen on the corner was the last.
Yeah, you went wide and then you bailed. Yeah.
No, it was the last apron one. So I started coming off soon, and I tried to extend, and it just shot me out that way.
Yeah, it was just timing.
Yesterday, most of the time when I run here, I'm on like 20 psi.
Yeah.
So I ran those scrubs at like 35. I was like, oh, it actually feels pretty good.
On to the next one.
That was fun. And we didn't crash. Well, I got the wall pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah.
Your taillight out?
Blew my taillight out. The bumper's still good because it's KBD.
I've seen you a little bit wide, but yeah.
Yeah, no, and it like got in it. My neck cracked when it hit.
Yeah.
Like I heard, you know, like the little like when you go to the chiropractor and you hear that thing in your ears, like that. Like when I hit it, I didn't think I was gonna hit. And then it was like, doo-doosh!
Yeah.
So.
Nah, I definitely had my nerves rolling, and once you rolled out, I was just like, oh, fuck. Here's what it is. Set up, set up, set up. We've been good to get a little bit of practice in this morning.
All right. Well,
do good.
Thank you.
Make it to 16?
No, it's 32.
I know, make it to 16.
Oh, yeah, at least 16. Good job, spotter dog.
Did you hear me? Take it easy.
Yeah. I did, but I set up in the wrong line. 41 right now. So weird. It's gonna heat up. There's a whole left hand. It's a joke.
Very poor joke. I gotta eat something.
Yeah.
You're actually wearing on the outside more.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Wearing on the outside more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it.
All right, as you can see, Brandon Whitnick is going to lead. Nick Ward is going to chase.
Just coming from Drift Week number 5. Brandon Whitnick.
Brandon Whitnick, yeah. So he's able to, all that practice he got, he's going to need it as he's going to face off against Nick Ward. And both cars make down track. Nick Ward side by side with Brandon Whitnick as they make their way into the first outer zone. While Brandon Whitnick, kind of a shaky entry, and I don't know how that affected Nick Ward, but both cars making their way off the bank into the infield. Nick Ward trying to close that gap, shallowing up angle, taking out that second inside, flicking his car into the second outer zone. Nick Ward able to keep that proximity. Brandon Whitnick really slowing down coming into that third and final outer zone. Filling out that third and final outer zone pretty well, but Nick Ward right there with him, not being shaken. Oh, I don't know if that was a little tap at the end or what, but... Let's watch that replay. Let's see how that. I'm curious on how that lead initiation was.
Right. I think Nick was expecting him to go much higher on the bank and just didn't. So he struggled to try to mitigate that.
Yeah, that's a hard one to see. It almost seems like like Whitnick threw it in, but didn't throw it in hard, so he didn't go to angle as quickly as maybe Nick Ward had thought.
Right. But I'm curious to see on the final turn on the exit. I mean, I don't know.
But that was after the judging markers. The judging ends after the last cone coming out of the third and final outer zone. But now the drivers are switching positions. Nick Ward is going to lead. Brandon Whitnick is going to give chase. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes one more time because Brandon Whitnick's on there. Brandon Whitnick trying to stay right there with Nick Ward as they make their way through the first outer zone. Nick Ward doing a good job trying to get high on the bank. Brandon right there with them as they come into the infield. Nick pretty far off that first inside clip. Nice angle coming through the infield. Both cars flicking in. Brandon trying to dive in for the attack as they make their way through the second outer zone. Nick doing a great job. Nice and wide. Pouring on the smoke. Now here we go. A lot of angle. Oh my gosh.
Angle.
Whoa. Look at the angle Nick Ward threw at the car. Able to maintain control and not phasing Brandon Whitnick. I mean, he did throw a lot of angle there. Did slow down. It almost looked like he was going to spin it. There you go, Brandon Whitnick on the left, Nick Ward on the right. Let's see what the results are. Yeah, well, of course.
One more time.
One more time. This is the one more time battle between Brandon Whitnick and Nick Ward.
Interesting how Brandon didn't bother to burn up his tires.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's running low tires, or maybe he's confident that he's good to go. But Brandon Whitnick, just like I mentioned before, I've just seen one more times with him behind the wheel against certain opponents. Taylor Ray, I believe they were going back to back to back last season of Klutch Kickers. But here we are, season 3, round 1 of Klutch Kickers, $100,000 drift series. Nick Ward throwing it right into the side almost of Brandon Whitnick. Brandon Whitnick coming down off that bank, almost right in front of Nick Ward. That was kind of interesting there how that was going to play out, but Brandon Whitnick staying in it, Nick Ward getting back in it as they make their way through the second outer zone. Brandon Whitnick doing a good job of filling out that second outer zone. As both cars come in, they flick it into the third and final outer zone. Oh, Brandon Whitnick tapping the wall, almost losing a bumper. Nick Ward right there with them. Both cars make it up the track. All right, give it up for those drivers. I mean, let's see how this is on the replay on how Brandon Whitnick, it looks like he almost came down off that bank kind of early.
Right. And the judges are going to have to determine if he caused Nick Ward. I mean, if he met, like, if it was unchaseable.
Right.
Right, because he should have been higher on the bank. Brandon should have been higher on the bank. But at the same time, Nick Ward could have done a better job of sort of mitigating that, maybe letting off a little bit, giving himself some space, and could have handled it a lot better.
Right, so it's just going to have to come down to, was it an unchaseable run, or was it something that Nick Ward should have been able to adapt and overcome? We're going to get into the second half of this one more time battle between Brandon Whitnick and Nick Ward with Taxi Garage. You see on the back, www.taxi-garage.com. You want to have some fun, maybe you don't want to buy a drift car, get one of their crazy cars. I mean, they are ridiculously fast. I mean, it's a great time. You're going to be laughing nonstop. But anyways, here we go. Nick Ward out front, Brandon Whitnick giving chase. Both cars flicking in. Nick Ward trying to get high on the bank. Brandon pretty low on that bank as they make their way around. Nick doing a great job filling out that first outer zone. Coming inside nice and tight on that inside clip. Both cars working their way through the infield and flicking it into the second outer zone. Brandon trying to dive in, apply that pressure as they make their way through that second outer zone. Now both cars are flicking into the third and final outer zone. Nick doing a great job. Wow, Nick doing a great job getting inches from the wall as they make their way. Give it up for these drivers. They did an amazing job, guys. Give it up. Let them hear you.
But instead of him getting all that angle and trying to work around it, I think Nick was able to find the point where he needed transition to make it happen.
Right, right. So both drivers having issues in the chase position on that first outer zone. But Nick doing an excellent job. Look at him filling out the complete second outer zone. Textbook, just like the judges are asking for, flicking into the third. And look, he gets inches right.
Oh!
Ooh, right there. Oh.
We got a geyser over here.
Oh, it does look like we got some mist or something coming out of the front of Brandon Whitnick's car.
And I think the judges are going to want to zero in and see. Here we go. Zooming in on that area because that may decide this battle.
Yep. Those of you that are here live, I mean, you can tune into the live stream. Of course, you'd have to go on to baldeagle.com and check that out. But we are watching the play-by-play. We're basically watching the same play-by-play that the replay that the judges are watching. They're really trying to analyze Brandon Whitnick's lead run and whether or not it may have caused the corrections from Nick Ward in the chase position. So that's what's going on right now. I know you guys watching live can't see this, but you can follow the live bracket. The live bracket is on clutchkickers.com/100K Drift Series. And you'll see that we are starting to fill out our top 8 bracket. But, yeah, as I mentioned, the judges are really analyzing, looking at different camera angles to really pick apart this run to see if they can decide a winner. Because this is still part of the top 16 battles.
That's right.
So
no, top 32.
Top 32, I'm sorry. This is the last battle that we're trying to get through of the top 32.
Oh, we're getting another angle here. So we might get a better perspective of what exactly transpired on the bank.
Yeah, so we're looking for the wheels to see how much correction's going on. And it looks like, I don't know, almost straight right there, doesn't it?
I don't know. All I can say is the judges have to determine.
Yeah, but you can see, look how it seems almost as if Brandon Whitnick is coming down off the bank way early. So the judges want them to fill out that first outer zone almost completely around the track. And they're not supposed to come off the bank until the very end. That last cone right there, this last cone that Brandon Whitnick took, he should have been way higher on the bank there. But that goes back to, was it unchaseable? Was it an unchaseable run? Did it put Nick Ward in an awkward position, or should Nick Ward have been able to adapt to the line of Brandon Whitnick? Either way, Brandon Whitnick's car is screaming for some coolness. Just overheating.
We're going to take a look to see on a decision. And Brandon Whitnick.
Wow, Brandon Whitnick takes the win. Brandon Whitnick is taking the win. As you can see, he gets out of his car. And
Sick fucking driving. I felt like the door got closed when we were coming in.
Absolutely. That was
so like,
my bad.
Didn't hit the nicked the cone, and I blasted the cone, and I'm like, oh, well.
Is that why? Did you ask the judge what happened?
No, I just wanted to put it through. We slid it down between two angles, nicked it, and then I blasted it.
I was in fourth on the bank, and I had no problem. I was misfiring. So I actually handbraked to make the third on the bank, which was like a huge, you know what I mean? But like that's the only way we can stay sideways. So it just closed the door on you. I'm sorry, man.
It was sick.
At the end of the day, all my videos just like, I love driving, let's go again. Like I can do it all day.
Yeah, no, it was sick. So there's a lot of either Savio or Hollandale.
I was worried about Hollandale, but his car broke. Thanks, man.
Okay, yeah, so kind of.
So, in agreement, he closed the door on me and said sorry. So, I don't know, that's how judging goes, though. I'm okay. Learning experience, though, but we're definitely going to bring up some technical things without being the asshole.
Fourth gear on the bank, it's like, and so I basically had to shift third and drop the bank, and I totally cut his line. I watched it back. It's like it looks really bad. I don't know what the judges did. I think he dropped one tire, but that was the battle before. So I mean, it was like splitting hairs. It's just like such like.
It was very.
But they're good battles. It could have gone either way. I would have been happy either way because I feel like that was fair.
Yeah, it was.
But that's yeah. Thanks, man.
Killer
Good driving with you.
Killer driver.
Where are you guys from?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
So
we short drive.
Yeah. Confirmation. He ran up to. I really do like the Smartly fan. It cools me off.
It's great to have at the track. Battery powered, right?
Right, yes, it's battery powered. Just plug it in and walk around with it, right?
You look really cool. Pull it up next to you and give me a smile. Give me a smile next to you. Hold it up. Label it out.